Good day to everybody out there in YouTube land. Just wanted to come on here and do another video regarding the sales and streamlining of your store. This is reseller of Northern New Jersey, or shall we now say barbecued New Jersey, because we've got wildfires, which I thought usually we only saw in California or places like that, but they're here now, so it's so dry, so we're waiting for some rain. Anyway, after doing a little bit of research on the internet and YouTube and things like that, I've come to the belief that a lot of the people who are advocating for a streamlined store are probably right. There's a few YouTube video makers out there who advocate for a more streamlined store, in the sense that you don't really need a ton of items. You just need, like, I usually carry between 150 or 200. Not much more than that. First of all, I don't have the space, as you can see behind me. Second of all, it gets harder to manage if you have that many items. So I prefer to just kind of stay within a spot where it's a little bit easier for me to manage and keep track of, and inventory and what sells and what doesn't sell. It's just a lot easier if you stay in that. For me, 200 is a good ballpark. But from what I've heard is that if you get rid of a lot of your things that are in your store that are not selling, they're just kind of sitting there taking up space and just kind of dragging your store down because they haven't been refreshed or anything. I mean, I guess you can refresh them first and see what happens. But if that doesn't work, then you have to look for different options. So what I've done is, what has been suggested is just run the sales. The big thing seems to be the sales, because especially if you run a sale, because one particular guy out there on the internet said, if they see it, crossed out with a new price, let's say it was $29.95 and now it's down to $25.99. They see that old price, they see that they're going to be getting a savings. So if you do it a different way, maybe you don't see that. Like if you give them a coupon or something like that, I guess it's not the same as if you run a sale. So running the sales, one guy really advocated. He said, my sales have really jumped up, and my sales, I will say, have improved. Have they improved like really tremendously? No. Maybe I don't have a lot of items that, are really, really sought after. I have a good amount of items that, I think the general public would like. Some of them more desirable than others. But after running the sale, and sometimes you do two sales and maybe have them kind of staggered, overlapping, or whatever, I have noticed an improvement. But of course, then you have to take into consideration that it's also the holiday season, Christmas and Hanukkah and all that, and also the election. I think the election was really, people were just trying to figure out, and Trump's in there. I think he's going to go big on the economy, so maybe people will loosen up, on their money a little bit and maybe start spending more. It's yet to be seen. I do sell steadily. I just wish that I could get, more sales per day. But just doing these little things, like running the sales, getting rid of the old garbage that's been sitting there, and streamlining it has helped things pick up. Hopefully, within the next few weeks, it'll get even better. But the 15th of December is usually the cutoff date, for me at least. That's when I put a notation out there on my store. It's like, after the 15th, I can't guarantee that anything you're buying for a holiday season is going to get there in time. So usually that's when it goes into the dead zone. From the 15th to Christmas, and usually even Christmas Day it'll pick up. Last year it did. I had a few sales on Christmas Day, which was a little odd. So that's my 2 cents. To try to make this really short. Those are my thoughts, and hopefully sales will pick up for everybody during this holiday season. So thanks a lot for taking a look at this video. As usual, if you could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. So I'm going to try to put some videos up here someplace, and if you want to take a look at those, be my guest. I appreciate it. Take care. Have a good day.